Howdy folks, Fox and Days home today. We're out here and well, we're outside. I'm out here with Ricky and well, I have this deer head here. Is one of the 7s I killed this year. And for one of the 7 points. Deer season, there's 2 or 3 days left of it. I got 3 doe tags left. Probably not gonna be able to fill them, but you know, had a really good season. I've killed 8 deer so far. And like I say, season isn't over yet, so had a really good year. 2 of my biggest bucks, and then I got another little buck. But either way, today we're going to skin this head out and get it ready for a European mount. So let's get to it. What I'm going to be using is a scalpel here. And I guess I'm going to just start cutting meat off, but let's get to it. Okay, I'm going to try something a little bit bigger to get it started off with. The scalpel, I mean, it's sharp and it's good, but it's not very big, and I wasn't getting very far. So I'm just going to do this. This is much easier to get it started with. When I get into smaller pieces around the horns and stuff, that's when the scalpel will come in handy. So I'm just gonna go through and I'm gonna cut just as much of this off as I can. Yep. This is kind of creepy, which is how the deer head looks. I'm just gonna split that back, I guess. I'm gonna slowly work my way down it. I don't know, this is my second time doing it. My last one, it looked fairly good on me. It's a little dirty, but you know, it was good enough. It was just a button box. Well, I'm gonna skin this back some more. Oh, I didn't even realize y'all fell down. Well, then I'll pick y'all back up. Okay, so, well, I'm out here in the woods. And now I'm digging a hole for the deer skull. So I'm going to do it just enough to be able to get its head up under the ground. Then I'm going to find something to put over it. But I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of this hole dug, and then I pick y'all back up. I don't know if you're supposed to wrap these when you put them in the ground, but I wrap this. If it doesn't work, worst thing is I'll just take it off. But I'm thinking that might help with coloration or something. I don't know. Might hurt it. If so, I'll be really mad, but it is what it is. So I reckon all I'm gonna do is just lay it right there at Ricky back and cover it up. I guess you just want to get that big boulder out. Well, I know that looks mean, smacking him on the butt like that, but he gotta learn. I don't want him chewing up this. I'm coming over here and digging it up. So I'm gonna cover it up good anyways. But, and I'm afraid roots might grow through this. I don't know how that's gonna work. I guess you just pack it in a little bit, and I guess that's good. I mean, I guess that's all you gotta do to it. I guess that's all. And I'm gonna go get a wheelbarrow and put over top of it. Okay. That actually didn't work. The bolts on it broke, so I guess I can just break this. If I keep bending it back and forth, it ought to break. somewhere. Oh, it's broke. Oh, well, that was pretty simple. Well, now we got it. Let's go put it on the deer horns. Okay, well, hopefully nothing will be able to get into that contraption. I didn't think about it, but I should have threw some poison, like mouse poison inside that box. So if they did get in there, they would die. But either way, if I'll check it in a couple weeks, and if mice have been in there, I'll take care of them. Okay, well, it is a month later. A month, 2 months, something like that. Get this TV turned off. Okay, now y'all might be able to hear me. So, I got dug the deer skull up. So, a whole lot easier to get a lot of the meat off. And it just smelled a little worse, but got the jaw off. I got all that off. The horns are wrapped. And so, well, I'm just going to refrain to... I'm going to go boil it. I mean, I thought I was going to have to end up boiling it anyways, but I wanted to try that. But, you know, that just takes a really long time, and I don't really want to do that. I don't know. I'm not real sure. I'm going to have to do some YouTubing and figure it out. I don't know how much of the nose cavity I'm supposed to take out, and I don't know if plastic bags will melt to the horns when I boil it or not. So, got to figure out what I need to put on them and all that. So let's go ahead, go up here to the house. And, well, first, let's go set up the fire pit and all and get ready to boil it. So the way that I've done it before, I just took some firewood in a fire pit in a big bowl. That's going to be my big bowl. The last one was a button buck, though, so a whole lot easier. A whole lot smaller head, too, so... Now we're going to try it this way. I mean, it worked really good on the button buck, so it ought to work good on this. So I'm going to do some YouTube and figure out what I need to do and all. Other than that, I'll do fairly simple. So let's get to it. Well, I'm going to go ahead and try to get this fire started. So it's probably going to take me a little while to get it started. And so I got to boil this deer head for like 3 hours. So it's going to be a minute. It's like 6:30 now, so let's go ahead and get to it. Well, waiting for the deer head to boil. There we go. Got me a little butter, some shrimp, potatoes, root beer. Okay, well, still got 2 hours on the deer head, but it's like, well, I get some things done while I'm waiting for that to finish. But okay, well, I washed the dishes. Ate me some dinner, as y'all seen. Started washing the dishes. The sink got stopped up. And, well, I mean, it's about time. It's been a while since it stopped up. Like, well, okay, that's fine. 5-minute job. I'm 45 minutes into it. And now the seal is leaking. So now I gotta find some stuff to fix it. So, well, I'm gonna go get to it. Okay, well, I've been at this for a hot minute. And, finally done. Well, very close to being done. So we're gonna get all the meat off the head. We've been boiling it for 4 hours now. Well, it's like been 3.5, but it's ready. I'm gonna go ahead and peel all this meat off. Well, I'm gonna take it down to the shop so I can do it inside. And I'm gonna peel all the meat off, get the nose cavity, break out the bones, and get the brain and all out, and then we'll be good. But I'm gonna get to it. Well, if it was my very first, well, it is my very first time doing something that actually matters to me. And it looks, I mean, to be honest, I would be, if I didn't have the stuff to do it, I would be very impressed with how it looks now. But now, let's go bleach it. It's already 12 o'clock at night. Why not waste another 30 minutes, you know? So, fire's boiling. Gotta go get I'm gonna use peroxide, so let's go do that, and we'll throw it in there till it gets white. I don't know how long I'm supposed to do it, because the video I watched didn't tell me, and nobody else did it that way, so let's go do it. I gotta get some saran wrap and some electrical tape. Well, I don't know if you're supposed to use electrical tape or not, but that's what I've been using, and we're gonna bleach it, and we're gonna be done for the night. We're going to bed. know if that's good, but it's doing something. I just dumped all that in there. I don't know what's supposed to do, but let's make sure this. Yeah, it's hydrogen peroxide. It might explode. Not real sure what hydrogen peroxide does to fire. Don't expect it's very good. I don't know. Well, it's starting to rain a little bit. Whoa. It's making a mess. Let me get a stick to wipe that off. Yeah, well, got it in there. Had to do that a little bit, so, well, still got on there. Let's see if I can get that lid on. Alright, y'all, well, let's go ahead and finish this deer head. So, got me 4 bottles of hydrogen peroxide, 2 boxes of baking soda, and that's really just to replace the stuff I used. So, we're gonna use 2 bottles of hydrogen and go ahead and boil this deer head and whiten it. So, if this don't work, well, this is gonna be all of it and be white as it's gonna get. So let's go ahead and get to it. Yeah, well, about 6 o'clock. Been working on this for 45 minutes probably. Just getting the fire started. And well, water's warming. And yeah, about to put some hydrogen peroxide in there. So all good. Okay. Get this hydrogen peroxide in there. Yeah, well, this thing's sitting here for an hour before it started really boiling. And now it's boiling. And I was like, man, this skull ain't turning white for nothing. Okay. Well, it's really whitening up now. I guess it's just I had to wait for it to actually get hot enough. But really, there's no fire burning. Well, there is, but it's mostly just hot coals. It's a little bit of fire burning, not much. So maybe that's what I needed to do. I don't really know. But, yeah, so I'm going to give it another 30 minutes or so, keep checking it. But I messed up. So the front of it, about that much, is yellow. I put super glue on it because it was coming apart, because I guess I boiled it too long or something, or I messed something up when I pulled the nose cavity out. So the front of it's yellow. That's going to suck. I don't know what to do. But we'll see. All right, y'all, well, it's next morning. And, well, I got the European done. So it looks a whole lot better now. Like last night, it looked like it was just really bad yellow. Like it didn't look, I mean, it looked good to me. I didn't care. But it more or less looked like this skull. Didn't look good. Like white. But it's a whole lot whiter than it was last night. So I'm really happy with it. One of my biggest bucks to date. He's not quite my biggest buck to date. The other one that I'm getting mounted, he's just a hair bit bigger. He's like 2 or 3 inches bigger than this deer. But this deer it's a good deer. But it doesn't come up like the other one and stuff. But still, I don't care. I'm really happy with this deer. This thing makes me really happy. Well, this actually wasn't that much work. I would do a whole lot more deer. I'd do a lot more European mounts. I really like the Europeans. That's one of my, I really like them. So this is one of my first deer that's the actual skull. It's a European, so I'm really happy with it. But yeah, so either way, hope you liked today's video. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.